Hello everybody, welcome back to more Legend of the Blue Blur, where we play through every single Sonic game in chronological order of their release. Last time here, we finished up E102 Gamma, and as you can see, we've got one new option, Supersonic. Get used to this, it is going to become a running trend up until... I think this technically happens up until... oh boy, when is the game that's technically stopped? I want to say Black Knight. That game did it kind of differently. You know what I mean? Like, purely as a separate story than I think maybe 06. It's... different games did it differently. But anyway, I'm stalling. Let's go. No instructions for this one. It's basically just Sonic anyway, so if you know how to play Sonic, you know how to play Supersonic.
Ooh, I hate that Sonic. He always seems to get in my way. I bet he can't foil my master plan. Chaos!
The Master Emerald is where it belongs. But Angel Island is still falling. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe those Chaos Emeralds that I brought back with me have something to do with what's happening. I'll take them to Sonic for his advice. Eggman!
This is terrible. Chaos
Is what?
Guess Eggman learned his lesson. Yep. And maybe I'll take another vacation somewhere.
Sonic!
Hey there, Tails! Did you find the tornado too?
Never mind that. Get up and follow me. Angel Island is falling again.
Hey, no way! Who blew it this time?
Oh, I don't know, but we better hurry!
Yep, the camera's still broken. And as you probably already figured out, I'm actually going to be quiet for these cutscenes because it actually is pretty heavily story heavy, so I'll actually be nice to the game for once. Plus it's easier on my part since I don't have to come up with dumb quips every 5 seconds. So I think it's implied you're supposed to go to Angel Island. Yep. Technically speaking, if you want to, you actually can go to any of these I did it! I broke it! I told you all that could happen. I wasn't trying to do it just... Oops. Well, that's the thing, I wasn't trying to do it just then. But there you go. It can be done, see? I'm not just talking nonsense. But yeah, imagining a product come up here and I'm gonna see Eggman still knocked out.
Sonic, sorry.
Knuckles! And Eggman! What happened here?
He stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos is still alive.
What?
Ah! He's not gonna get away with this!
Hey, Eggman, Wait up! Sonic, Chaos is a fearsome beast. If he gets that last Chaos Emerald, we're done for.
No need to explain. We'll get on it. Tails?
Right.
What? Oh, jeez. This place. It looks familiar. It's not a dream after all.
Oh man, the hallucinations are back. Whoa! Yeah, it doesn't let you go back here for this one. Actually, I'm pretty sure when it's in the disaster state, they never actually made one for the other area. So, there's your explanation.
Get out of my way!
No way!
Did you hear what I said?
I won't obey!
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power. It's power for the people. And they are your people too, you know. We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy. Once it starts, you will always want more. Please don't do this. I beg you.
Bah! I don't listen to the words of a child. Ready, men? Charge!
Father!
Oh, it's a monster! No!
Oh, the cameraman!
Hey, are you all right?
I think so. Oh my gosh. No, no, no.
Wait up.
Oh, camera again, man! I really gotta figure out how to fix that. No, other than this weird action button trick.
Chaos is power enriched by the heart. The controller serves to unify the chaos. The 7 emeralds can change our thoughts into power. If this emerald controls that power, please, you must stop him. Sonic, wake up!
I was on a snooze cruise, I guess.
Good thing you're okay. You just sort of conked out there. Knuckles left already. Come! We gotta go after the last emerald.
Lead the way.
It should still be on board the Tornado too.
Well, sure nice of them to show us where that was in that opening cutscene. You know, in case you forgot it from Big Story. And even then, if you don't know, you can just go ask the floating Takala Ball. She'll outright tell you it's in the jungle. And if you still need help at that point, that I don't think there's anything that really could help you. An online guide, maybe. I love running along those walls like that. It's so broken, but that's why I love it.
Look, it's the Tornado too.
Yeah, so let's get the Chaos Emerald and leave. What? No! He's got the last emerald!
Now what do we do?
If I wasn't just dreaming, that monster was a real menace. Eggman. Looks like he's after Chaos too.
If Egg Carrier 2 was made because something like this could happen, you have defied your master, stupid beast. Now you must be destroyed at all.
I've had enough. Who do you think you are, anyway? Oh, it's you. The one who sealed chaos in the Master Emerald. Tikal.
My heart has always been in the Master Emerald along with Chaos's. Now he's filled with anger and sadness. And if it goes on, he'll eventually destroy the world like he did before. Look! He's absorbed the Emerald's power. He must be sealed in the Master Emerald now!
How can that help? It won't change how he feels inside, will it? His heart will still remain in turmoil, and his anger just won't vanish. He'll just be trapped forever.
What choice do we have?
Hey, Sonic!
Amy!
Here, take this!
Hey guys, what's up?
Chaos only used the negative power of the emeralds. Sonic, you should be able to harness their real power.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think Tails is right about this.
Go, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic!
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 Negative forces aren't the only way to empower the Chaos Emeralds. Our positive feelings toward each other can make them work. Our hearts together form awesome power.
And here we go. There is so much I could say about that last scene. Can we start with the meme-worthy chant? With that crowd. Alright. Anyway, it's not obvious. You get Supersonic. Works a little differently here than it did in Sonic 3 or Sonic 2. Or any of those other games. You only get to use it in this one level. And it works differently mechanically too, because we're not flying. Oh man, I wasn't going fast enough. But yeah, you have to be going a certain speed when you hit Perfect Chaos, or else you won't do any damage. Ideally, you're going to be traveling in that blue lightning mode, but that's not always going to work. If you're blue, though, you'll definitely do the damage. If you're yellow, you might. I actually saw that. I was very close. I think I'll make it this time. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now for the second hit, out of, I think it's 6, like there's 3 here, and then you wind up getting a second phase, which is basically the same as the first, but more attacks. Yeah, there we go, that's what it looks like when it's blue. Second phase is considerably harder than this one. So I'm probably going to spend more time there than I won't. Alright, there we go. Oh, I need some rings. I'm gonna run out of rings soon. I've only hit the halfway point. I should have been stocking up on rings here. Yep. Different soundtrack for this portion, too. This fire effect and the tornadoes and the Okay, that's number 4. Hopefully I can get some rings fast. So I keep seeing a bunch of rings lying around. I just can't do anything. Okay, just stop for a second. Grab these rings. That helps a ton. Look, go back. I need these rings. These fireballs aren't helping. Stop. You know what? I don't care anymore. The fireballs are making it impossible to grab anything. And I'm not going to do any damage anyway, so let's just get it over with. I'm going way too slow. I hate that fireball attack so much. They're all basically homing beacons. And you can't avoid them. What the? Good physics. Physics out of 10. Nope. Stop. Stop. These fireballs fire way too regularly. Makes it impossible to store up on any rings. I'm seriously considering resorting to hacking right now. That's bad. Just not even to get rid of the attack, just to slow it down. Well, this is sporadic at least. Better be careful here. Alright, let's go. I might be fast enough for this one, I'm not sure. Ah, I was just too slow. Also, I think I just expired the last new area, which means there's no new rings. Which means I have to get it on this next attempt. And there goes any attempt at that working. Now I have to go back to get the speed again. And hope I don't run out. And I'm gonna run out. I ran out.
When you reach maximum speed, you'll turn into a bolt of lightning.
Did you think I didn't figure that out? Well, I learned my lesson. Build up your rings now while he's not attacking. Oops, sorry, not attacking as much. You know, this regularity is okay. I can deal with this. Okay, so I'm back to the one hit on the second phase here. I've got considerably more rings now. Oh, I actually got a second life from getting over 100 rings. That might be exploitable for anyone that wants to get extra lives. Just a little bit. There's no way I'm gonna have enough speed here, but I'll use it anyway. Yeah, didn't have enough. I feel like the last area is the only time I've ever consistently been able to do any damage on Chaos anyway. Is it second or third? I think it's the second. This is the third, actually, I think. Huh. What? Okay, that's the first time that's ever happened either. It's like I got hit by a tornado, but I was still inside Chaos beforehand, so it's still counted as an attack?
I'll play with you some other time.
Just don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Don't ask any questions. You're better off not knowing.
Chaos has changed again, this time for the better.
Yeah! Supersonic must have neutralized it, so it's nice again.
These are the Chow you were protecting. They stayed alive for generations and now live peacefully with humans. The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on. Thank you so much.
All's well that ends well, right? Sonic?
And there we go, we're done with Supersonic story. Told you it was going to be a short video. But that's kind of how all the final stories, whenever they show up, are. It's maybe a level. This game didn't even have that. And then you have a final boss, which usually isn't particularly tough. This is actually one of the tougher ones. I don't think it was any harder. I know difficulty is a subjective thing, but I honestly don't think there is. So, maybe the final boss from Sonic Heroes, maybe. But that's really only because it's multi-phase. And the different phases all have their own difficulties. I'm trying to think if there's any others. I really don't think so. They actually kind of had a habit of becoming easier as they went on. With the maybe exception of Unleashed, which was harder in the game before it, but Unleashed was still pretty easy. Then again, I'm a retired speedrunner of that game, so I am very, very biased. Anyway, as far as story is concerned, we're done. No more Sonic Adventure plot. But we are very, very far from finishing the game. I've talked about it before, but we've still got the sub-missions, we've still got the actual missions, we've still got the emblems, we've still got the Chow Gardens. Which, more and more time goes by, the more I think I'm probably just going to wind up hacking the game and modding my Chow to S-rank stats. Just, I'm not sure if I still have my memory editor from all this years ago. If I do, I'm going to use that. If not, I'll try to figure something out. And I'm still using my old 2004 version, so that should still work. Oh yeah, I remember that fight. We just did it. There's more vocalists there than I thought there'd be, but okay. A lot of scenes there, that supersonic battle. Although I guess they don't really have a whole lot else than that in the cutscenes. And the totally meme-worthy faces that they made during those cutscenes. This is going to be another part where I'm going to have a bit of difficulty finding a thumbnail. I didn't really talk about it before, but I'll just take a moment to recognize the fact that they had Eggman come out with a second egg carrier, brag about destroying Perfect Chaos, and gets shot down immediately. Then Eggman just runs away. That's beautiful. But they knew, even back then. That was wonderful. Okay, really, I know there wasn't a whole lot to work with for this story, but I think we've gotten, like, what is it? About 15-20 screenshots from a 5-minute interval. Okay, at least the credits are almost over. Okay, come on. Just show us the Sega logo so we can move on already. Crush 40, I don't necessarily hate you guys, but you guys definitely sound like you belong in this era. And they are used for so many other Sonic games after this one. I don't even want to say they're bad because they're not. It's just you have to have a very specific taste in music to like what they do. It's not even that there's actually some songs that I used to really like, and even now I still consider them good songs. Just others like that one, they're just what. I never really liked Opening Heart, though. It was one that I was never really sold on. Just too weird. But clearly I'm not speaking for everyone there. So, this is how much work we have to do still. Oh, I'm still missing one at Station Square. Huh. Minigame. Chow races. Those are the Chow emblems, basically. You have to go into a Chow race, which we haven't even shown off yet here, but what I have to do is I will have to get one of my Chow up to a sufficient level, then I'll have to put them in a race against other Chow, and hopefully they win. If they do, I get an emblem. You got the minigame here, which 2 of the minigames I haven't even done yet, apparently. Yeah, the top one's Station Square. The middle one's Egg Carrier. The bottom one has to be Mystic Ruins, because I know I got all 4 there. Also, for some reason, Big is below 1 and 2 Gamma here for some reason. But everything else is perfectly in order, so I don't know. I am not looking forward to the Big B and A ranks. Those are the least fun of the bunch. Although, that actually reminds me, since we have a little remaining time left, let's go get Amy's extra power-up. Actually, I'm kind of ashamed of myself for never doing this before. You have to go back to the Egg Carrier. don't think I ever wound up using that attack. It's an attack. I'll give it that much. But yeah, like the worst part is if you use it for a couple seconds. Fucking maybe more than a couple seconds, but yeah, you get dizzy. So you're penalized for using it, which makes it even worse because it's already pretty useless. We gotta go back under here. Alright, and underground we go. Well, not underground, under ship. We gotta go back to the storage bay. And you go in. What you have to do is you have to try to beat your own high score. I had 2,500 before. Oh, God. Sonic, you can pop your head out for a little longer than that. That was nice of the RNG. Okay, come on, that is so unfair right there. Okay, there. I've done it. Like, just let it time out. Yep, I beat my high score. You got the high score. You got the high score. Okay, never mind. I thought that was it on its own. No, I'm not doing it again. Maybe there's a certain score you have to hit. Maybe you have to hit 3K. Because I thought it was just beating your own high score. I'll be right back.
I'm so tired.
Okay, so, yeah, there's actually a score cap. Wanna know what the score was? 3,000. Yeah, I just never knew it, because I usually wind up having a score like that 2,900 the first time. So I've got to keep going till I get 3,000 points. Seriously, I wonder if there's something tied to the frame rate here, because they are popping out way too fast. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. I made it. Here, but I'll just leave it still. Really though, I could have sworn. I could have sworn! That was it. Yep, there we go. Long hammer. It's like the other hammer, but it's green.
Here's the long hammer. Your attack radius is now increased. Try the spin hammer attack.
Yay! Or, actually, no. Here, I'm gonna leave the adventure field to ensure that it saves, but... Actually, since it's already connected, this will be faster. I just want to make sure it saves, and I'll finish off the part by getting the remaining lure upgrades for Big. I found out there's not 6, like I said, there's only 4, which is a much more manageable number for a single part. Especially one that already had Supersonic in it. Also, I really like the sound effect that the hammer makes now. I don't know how to describe it. It's just so much more satisfying. Okay, let's leave. And let's go get Big's remaining upgrades. They're in the Station Square and Egg Carrier hubs, respectively.
Select your character.
Hold on, Froggy. I'm coming.
Trust me, we're gonna want these extra lures once we start working on the DNA ranks. First one's right up here where Tails gets his jet anklet. Oh, I didn't even realize his floaty works here, but makes sense. Okay, lure number 1. Lure power up. Use this to catch bigger fish. Yeah. And as I just said, the last one to support the egg carrier. Come on, Biggie. Yes! Use this tiny ship. It will absolutely work. I probably should have just used the monorail. Oh well. Because it's like with Amy, it's there on the inside. Actually, it's very close to where Amy got her upgrade. In fact, I think the idea is that you're supposed to know what happens in Amy's story and then go there later as different characters. Which I think might have been the incentive behind that black Chow egg being there, but of course you're just gonna have Amy take it there, so what's really the point? Or, well, if not Amy, then Gamma. Because Gamma winds up being there too. Of course, Big can't play this game, but he can go into the following room. And look right there. Here it is. There you go, Biggie. The final lure. Alright, like with Amy, I'm gonna go back to Station Square just to ensure that it works. Well, Station Square or Mystic Ruins, I'm not picky. One of the two. But yeah, there you go, everybody. That's basically every power-up there is in Sonic Adventure. When we get back, I'm gonna start working on everything else. Because as you saw from that emblem results screen, we are nowhere near done. So, thank you all for watching. And next time, I honestly haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. Really depends on what it actually winds up being that I do. Because like, if it's mission mode, I'm probably gonna do that on my own. But if it's something like the higher emblem rank, I might actually just wind up live streaming that. Oh, actually, too, while I have this in the back of my head, I'm not gonna do it here in this video, but actually, is it here? No, probably won't be, because yeah, Big can already go in, but you can actually go to the Twinkle Circuit area now, which is a mini game. Or we tell it to Twinkle Park. I won't go in there now, but it is something that we're gonna have to do at some point. It's one of the mini games that we haven't started yet. I'm still not even sure what that other one is. But anyway, I've stalled long enough. Bye. Have fun. Doody-da-doo.